Good day, friends. I am making these vlogs rather than teachings, although some of my understandings are going to be in these vlogs that I'm going to be making, because I've overcome all my demons, and I've still got a few mentalities hanging about because still being tortured, so it's still a hard slog going up this mountain, but I'm determined to get to the top. I believe I will. So I'm going forwards. I said about 2 or 3 weeks ago in my last video, a seed started to grow in me, and I started to turn the table on these people with love and compassion and healing. And they gave me a really bad dream just now before I woke up, and it was about hell and the devil, and it was attacking everybody and everything, including myself. And I woke up and I just felt mercy for these people, because I knew they'd given it to me, and I pitied them. I had pity for them, and because they are full of darkness and contempt for me, and I felt sorry for them, and I sent healing and love to them, and I knew that was the only thing that would help them, because many times I've tried to rationalise with them that being the way they are in life's not going to be good or beneficial for them, and that some point in the future, sometime, they will have to move away from it, and they'll have to undo all their karma, because you do take on karmic debt for all your negative actions, and they've done quite a lot to me and to probably others. So I tried to rationalise them, but it was always like talking to a lump of concrete. They never listened. And Jesus said some of the seed will fall on the path and be taken by the birds. They will not be taken at all. And I know this is that case with these people at the present time, but you've got to give them hope, and you show them the hand of compassion and love, and I sent them healing and understanding, and I did not judge them for what they are. I felt mercy for them and sorrow for the state they've got into. Now, my experience was this. In the universe, before God existed in infinity, two natures come about, those of light and those of darkness. And then they fought and ensued, but compromised in the end that the natural laws should come about to govern them, to stop one completely overcoming the other. But with that, they could only go so far. So they brought about the next stage of evolution, which was to join forces and work together to bring about the singularity, that all things would be sucked into the singularity out of infinity. And it was a great intelligence that calculated how to do this in those natures, and that all those natures would be bestowed within God and the universe after the singularity. So they were. And when God came about, he saw what it was, everything, and he cast out his own darkness, because he saw that as detrimental to have, and to be of light, to be beneficial. So that's what he did. Whether those things still reside with him but are cast out sort of thing, probably that is the case. But he's not, he's inclined completely towards a being of light, not darkness. And now, within the universe, those same natures exist all in everything, so in us too. So we have natures of light and darkness. Now, I've been attacked so badly, it's brought out everything. I've had to fall down every pot in the hole in the road to learn the lesson of what it feels like to be, because all mentalities are dark, and they're not evil necessarily, but they're not good to have, and they can become demons of your mind. They can control you. Hate, temper, prejudice, all sorts of things, contempt for others, hatred, as said. But you can have many demons that can be negative towards other people. I didn't show mine towards other people. They were negative towards myself because they wanted to escape. So but what I really learned this morning, was that the two natures of light and dark do exist in all things, and I very clearly saw that bringing out the natures of light within yourself is the thing to do, because that is the progressive nature within us all, and it is a beneficial nature, the nature of light within us each. But we must realise we all have the natures of darkness within us. So those that progress spiritually here and in the spirit realm are forever finding the greater natures of light, overcoming and quenching the natures of darkness. So they're overcoming them and becoming beings of great light as they evolve in the spirit realm and here. It doesn't matter where you are, you can evolve and choose to be a being of light, to choose to be a better person. That's the beginning. So, and most of us here on this world are probably walking the middle road where we still have quite a few things that are probably wrong with us, but we're being a fairly good person. Even though we haven't overcome those natures of darkness, we don't get attracted too often towards them because we favour the natures of light, because that's being a reasonable person, isn't it? And there's the few that choose to do darkness upon this world, and maybe you call that evil or whatever you like to call that. But the realisation that I had was that the natures of light are beneficial and progressive, and that the natures of darkness are destructive to all around and everybody around, but also self-destructive. And that, when you think about it, you know, having contempt or evil or whatever it is towards other people or other life, whatever it is, ultimately ends up coming back at you because of the laws of nature, or some call it karma or spiritual debt, that you have to undo it at some point. And you understand, people that are full of anger and bitterness and hatred, they don't feel good, do they? They feel very negative inside. You know, don't like the way they feel, but they have become addicted to it maybe, or have mentalities that have come about in their mind that make them crave greed, or, you know, and they won't stop at nothing to get it. So these are the lower natures, and we have to progress and be happy in life, to seek the higher natures, not just the middle natures that most of us do on this world. Excuse me. So this is the way forward, to be a progressive being of light and a compassionate individual towards others. We know that teachers like Buddha said, do beneficial actions to others and have beneficial results. Do detrimental actions to others and have detrimental results. You know, the law of karma and such like. And Jesus, he taught about compassion too, being compassionate to all. And he said, those that come and slap you on the cheek, turn the other cheek and let them slap you there also. In other words, do not react to them in a negative fashion, react to them in a positive fashion by being a loving and caring individual and having mercy and understanding that those that have taken on darkness have quite often had a hard life themselves, and they've fallen by the wayside and back down the mountain, have become bitter at life and swallowed a very bitter pill, and have become like they are because of life and what life's done to them. But it's not all their fault. You know, we always like to blame everybody, but quite often there's a reason, and we're not here to judge them or anybody else for how they are. What we are here is to be a united human race, to try to help one another to improve the conditions upon the earth, to improve the conditions of mankind's attitudes and behaviour towards each other and all other life on this world, to have a better life for each and everybody and all life upon this planet. So being more responsible, more caring, more compassionate, more loving, more understanding, less judgmental, less biased, less critical of others, is about being a more progressive being yourself. So that's the first step forward to going towards your true nature of your spirit, which is the spirit of God within you. And that spirit is greatly a progressive and enlightened nature. And the more you go towards it, the more you will truly discover your own spirit, because it will reveal itself unto you if you seek it. So, you know, we can walk round in the middle road for eternity and keep going round in a big circle, never go nowhere. We won't become more progressed beings at all. We just keep walking around in that circle for 1,000 years, for 10,000 years, for 100,000 years, and suddenly one day I go, ding! I've been wasting my time, because I could have been a highly evolved being by now, much happier than I am, most likely, and that's the truth. So, you know, and those that do negativity, of course, they don't want to be rationalised with, but the way to help them is through love and compassion, and, you know, opening and reaching out a hand to them to help them, you know, get out of that hole that they've dug for themselves maybe, or found themselves through consequences of life falling into, to help them out of that situation through love and compassion and caring, and trying to help mankind become a better, a more united mankind. So thank you for your time. I bless you. Bye bye. Shep.